It's well worthwhile spending about $100 for a decent haircutting machine. I had 2 or 3 trials with the cheap ones and they were useless, so I had to throw them away. I've got the Wow Super Taper and a number 2 comb which snaps in like this, sort of slides in. Turn it on. It's important that you leave the front alone. Don't touch the front because it gives it a respectable look if you leave a little bit of it to turn over. I just cut everything to the same length except for the front, which I'll show you in a minute. I go against the grain of the hair. I go in the opposite direction of the hair, so you catch it all, make it uniform all over. You can do it by feel, eventually. On the top, you have to be a little careful because you want to leave this little bit at the front here to turn over, otherwise you look like a criminal. So from here, I just dig in, go backwards. Now to trim the front, you can trim it a bit. What I do is put my fingers like that, trim the edges off like that, it gets it down a little bit. Not too much, but just a finger thickness. And turn that up. To do the around the ears, I take the comb off, I make it level with my eyes, but that's just a personal preference. And I carve that out with without the comb on. Finish that off with a shaver. Do the back. I can do that by feel. You can use a mirror if you like, but you'll find you're pretty good if you just do it by feel. And after a few days it comes right anyway, even if you make mistakes. You can look in a double mirror, that might help you, but I don't need you bother. That's all. It's a good idea to oil your machine now and again because it keeps it sharp, but this one hasn't gone blunt for years. Here's how it looks now. A little bit turned up the front. Side views. Now I'm going to have a shower and it'll look much better after a shower, and after a couple of days it'll look even better. Eyebrows. If you're an older guy like me, they tend to grow too bushy. So I trim mine. Just go with a pair of scissors carefully, sculpt them a little bit with the scissors. That makes you look a lot younger. Another thing you might like to get is one of the nose hair trimmers. Like that, you can trim if you've got hair sticks out of your nose, you can do that. Same thing in your ear, you've got hairs, you can do that. It's about $15. It saves him about $10 or $15 every time, plus a trip downtown, waiting in line for a haircut. One time I was in a hairdresser here and they actually cut my head and it bled profusely. Alright, bye for now. I hope you have a good time trimming your own hair.